Hey everyone, and welcome to part 34 of my Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Last time I started to properly explore the Painted World of Ariandel, and although I had to get through some areas with limited visibility and others which were very enemy dense, I was able to actually explore a decent amount of this new area. Starting with the part of it where I had previously ended up when I had gone for a small sneak peek, as it were, at the end of the previous episode, and had run afoul of several packs of wolves, which led to a lot of panic rolling on my part, lack of stamina, and, long story short, they absolutely decimated me. This time around, I was able to approach that entire section of the area more patiently, more calmly, and I was able to not only deal with the wolves, but also with the peculiar tree ladies. I'm just going to call them tree ladies for now, for lack of a better description there. I was able to deal with them and just move forward with my exploration. I came across some Viking-looking like warriors, and although I was able to take down 2 of them from a distance with many arrows, the one Viking-like warrior that I actually fought in close-range combat led to me rolling off a ledge. It wasn't the warrior that killed me, it was the greatest enemy in any Soulsborne game, gravity. Still, before that point I had managed to find the next bonfire, and so when I respawned there, I decided to continue my exploration of the Painted World of Ariandel in a different direction, which eventually led me to the Corvian settlement, which is, well, as the name suggests, a settlement of Corvians, with Corvians being the peculiar crow-like inhabitants of the Painted World. I'm not entirely certain if I should call it architecture. Not really sure that's the correct word there, but for lack of a better word, the architecture there was kind of confusing, but eventually I did manage to unlock several shortcuts, open several doors that did not open from, my initial side, and I even came across an NPC enemy that appeared when I stepped inside a cathedral-like building. Now at that point I had been playing for about 3 hours, and so I really just didn't have the energy or the ability to concentrate, really, the level of concentration necessary for such a fight, so I just warped away and back to the bonfire. But considering that right in front of that bonfire there was a very long and kind of suspicious looking bridge, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to at least see what's on the other side of it. And what turned out to be on the other side of it was another, I dare say, cathedral-like structure, but within it I met an NPC that I was able to actually interact with, and much to my surprise that NPC turned out to be Sister Friede, the infamous Sister Friede, whom when I started the game I knew was going to be the end boss of the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, turned out not to be a boss. I don't know, it was a very unexpected moment for me, but the conversation that I had with Sister Friede was very interesting, and with that I decided to wrap up my first foray into the Painted World of Ariandel, leaving with many questions, and very excited to see if I can find the answers to those questions. So the goal for today, guys, is quite simple. We're just going to go back to the Painted World of Ariandel and essentially just continue where I left off, both with the Corvian settlement and with the area where I fought that one Viking-like warrior that led to me eventually rolling off a ledge. So, yeah. With that said, let's dive straight back into the game, guys. Okie dokie, and we're back in the game. Now, before we kick things off properly with this episode, I would like to give you guys a little bit of an update regarding the entire livestream setup situation. Now, when I took all of the things I needed for my livestream setup with me from back home to here so that I could start live streaming here, I managed to forget to take one particular cable, and as it so happens, that cable is one that is not sold in any shop or store here, like physically sold. So I had to order it online, and that order is taking its sweet time. It should have arrived 3 days ago, it still hasn't. Theoretically, it's supposed to arrive on Monday, the day when I'm uploading this episode. And when it does, I will finally be able to actually configure the camera settings for this room, meaning that hopefully I will then officially be ready to start live streaming. So I am tentatively setting the launch date for my Twitch live stream on Monday, to be Monday the either 30th or 31st of August. I don't know what we are today. I think it's going to be Monday the 31st of August. Like the final day of August, essentially. So yeah, you guys get to be the first to hear this. I am obviously going to make an official proper update video regarding this, and I'm probably going to upload it the day after I upload this episode, where I will have some more details. But yeah, I figured you guys could be the first to hear this. And yeah. Soon, guys, soon. It's taken a while, but we are at long last getting there. Now, regarding the launch of my Twitch livestream, I do have a question I would like to ask you as well, and obviously I'm also going to ask that question when I make the update video. It's regarding the game that I'm going to start my live streaming with. Now, when I did the previous update video, I mentioned that I had decided I would do a Bloodborne lore playthrough for that, because Bloodborne is a game that I know and I'm very comfortable with, and it would be a very good way for me to get used to having a live audience. However, due to a series of events that I'm going to elaborate upon in the update video, that happened in June, May/June, I have since then been very strongly considering going a different direction. What would you guys think about me kicking things off for my Twitch live stream, not with a Bloodborne lore playthrough, sorry for the stutter, not with a Bloodborne lore playthrough, but with a first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Let me know in the comments below, and of course, let me know when in the comments of the update video when I eventually upload it. Because, yeah, I kind of really want to get into that. And I think due to the nature of Baldur's Gate 3, from what I know of it at least, it's actually a game that should be pretty well suited to a live audience. So yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Right, now on to the game. I have been thinking between the previous episode and this one, I have been thinking a lot about the conversation I had with Sister Friede at the end of the previous episode, and the first thing that I did once I finished recording was to go back and watch the episode where I met the NPC who gave us the scrap of the painting that, ended up being the key needed to access this, the Painted World of Ariandel. Because I had completely forgotten the content of that conversation, and I am so happy that I did, because combined with the conversation I had with the Corvian resident at the settlement in the last episode, and the conversation I had with Sister Friede, and then the conversation I had with Yuria here at Howling Shrine, I am coming to some very interesting, well, conclusions. Let's call them conclusions, but it's essentially just my thoughts, my lore theorizing happening. So for anyone not interested in listening to my theories regarding Sister Friede and the Painted World of Ariandel and Yuria, feel free to skip ahead to whatever timestamp I'm currently showing in the video. So let's start things off with what the NPC, his outfit was the outfit of the slave knights that I collected at the Corvian settlement. So, the conversation I had with the slave knight NPC back at the Cathedral of the Deep. He said, and I quote, "Ah, merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel, and the ash to kindle flame." Now, what I find interesting is that we find this NPC initially in a pose that is essentially like he's prostrating himself in front of the altar at the cleansing chapel. That's the name of that bonfire, the cleansing chapel of the Cathedral of the Deep. And he is praying to a merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own. Now, initially I thought, well, obviously he's not praying at that altar with the purpose of, praying to the deep, essentially to the cult of the deep that had taken over the cathedral, but rather he's probably praying to whichever god or goddess, probably a goddess, highly probably a goddess, that cathedral was actually dedicated to. And that left me wondering, okay, so who is this goddess? And that's when I remembered the Painted World of Ariamis from Dark Souls 1, which has some crow-like residents in the form of those crow women, of which we find one in Dark Souls 2 as well in the form of Ornifex, our weaponsmith Ornifex. And I don't quite remember why anymore, because it has been some time since my playthrough of Dark Souls 1, but I seem to remember that I was left under the impression that the Painted World of Ariandel was somehow connected to the goddess Velka. I think it's because we found an item, maybe it was a weapon? I think it was a weapon item in the Painted World of Ariamis, which, considering the location where we found it, indicated that that place does have a connection to Velka. And we did earlier in this playthrough, when we were back at the Undead Settlement, come across a statue of Velka, where the player can go to have a curse lifted. And I think the curse was for, I don't know, killing an NPC or something without provocation. I'm not certain what the mechanics there are, but that's the place where the player can go to have a curse lifted, to be cleansed. So that makes me think that the merciful goddess that the slave knight NPC is praying to is Velka, and he calls her mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, which would kind of also fit with what I, like the impression that I was left with in Dark Souls 1 after visiting the Painted World of Ariamis, because Priscilla did say that this is a place where, what was it, Hollows Bereft of Hope or something like that went. And this could also, if Velka does indeed have a connection to the Crow Women of the Painted World of Ariamis, this could explain potentially why the Corvians are, well, Corvians. I'm about 90% certain that they did not start out as Corvians when they first arrived at the Painted World of Ariandel, due to the very simple reason that when we first enter the Painted World of Ariandel, when we're transported to that small cave and speak to that one NPC who welcomes us to the Painted World and tells us to quickly find ourselves our own bed of rot to lie in, he had humanoid, like a more humanoid face, a more normal face, but his body had already started to take on the appearance of the bodies that we see the Corvians have. So that makes me think that initially when people enter the Painted World of Ariandel, they are normal, but over time they transform into Corvians. Which would also explain why that Corvian NPC that we spoke with at the settlement mentioned that he was afraid of turning into one of those fools outside. Like, he seemed to still have his wits about him, essentially. He had the appearance of a Corvian, but he didn't behave or think like one. So this is like the first conclusion that I've reached. The Painted World of Ariandel was initially connected to Velka, the goddess of sin, and was a place where, you know, the forlorn could go and find a safe haven. However, I think that over time something happened and the painting ended up becoming corrupted in some way, and that corruption led to it starting to rot. I mean, the NPC Slave Knight, the Slave Knight NPC that we spoke with called it a rotten scrap in the cutscene. Moving on, anyway, fire for Ariandel, and the ash to kindle flame. So he's praying to the goddess to have this fire come to Ariandel, and specifically ash to kindle the flame. So the ash, aka the Ashen One, is meant to kindle a flame that is going to end up burning the Painted World of Ariandel. And then, once the Slave Knight NPC becomes aware of us, he says, "You've the same scent as that woman, then you must be an Ashen One. You must be." Now, I found this interesting the first time when I heard it, because it implied that there was a second Ashen One. And then because the undead said, because the Cathedral of the Deep was so long ago, I, of course, forgot all about it. But I do find it interesting that he says not only that he recognizes our scent as that of an Ashen One, which means that he has to have encountered an Ashen One previously to be familiar with that scent. And to be more precise, he says the same scent as that woman. Now, he doesn't specify what woman, but from this we can conclude that the other Ashen One that he has met was a woman. And then he goes on to say, "Now, Ashen One, I have a kindness to ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame, a proper flame that will burn the rot away. If you truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek." Now, here we have my lady mentioned, directly after he mentions that woman. Now, I initially thought back then when I first heard it, and when I heard it just now, I also once again initially thought, well, that woman and my lady might be the same person or being. But then, with the realization that the goddess that he's praying to might be Velka, I thought, could it be that the my lady he's talking about is Velka, the goddess of sin? It wouldn't be too far-fetched, I feel, because Velka, unlike the other deities that we know of in the Dark Souls series, does seem to have a greater presence among humans. I don't know how else to say it, but she seems to have a greater connection to the living, as it were, rather than residing in some lofty realm far away and not being aware of anything. But then, when I rewatched that scene, that dialogue, I was reminded of what the Corvian NPC at the settlement told us. And what he said was the following: "My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her. You are ash, are you not? Is it not fire that you seek?" Which is essentially paraphrasing what the Slave Knight NPC told us. Now, that leads me to think that either the My Lady that they're talking about is indeed Velka, or it's the Ashen One that the Slave Knight had previously met. Either way, they both say that I'm supposed to bring a flame to someone and to show that flame to someone, and that someone is a woman, a lady. This lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. Now, I don't think that Velka lives in Ariandel, physically lives there, which leads me to think that it's not, in fact, Velka who is the My Lady in question, but rather someone that we've either not yet met or Sister Friede. Because Sister Friede is a woman, and she does indeed live in Ariandel. Now, what I find interesting is that after the cutscene happens with the Slave Knight NPC, he goes on to say, "And then the ashes were two." And that is after we get transported to Ariandel. Now, considering that he recognized us as an Ashen One, I think that the other Ashen One is indeed in Ariandel, and that the Ashen One living in Ariandel is the same Ashen One that he previously met and encountered. Meaning that the Slave Knight NPC had previously been and or lived in Ariandel himself. Which once again leaves us with the option of it being some unknown, like an NPC, a female NPC that we've not yet met in Ariandel, or Sister Friede. Now, when we speak to the Corvian, I want to stop saying Corvian NPC. Can I just say Corvian Elder? He sounds like an elder. Okay, you know what? I'm going with Corvian Elder for that NPC. So the Corvian Elder then says, "Surely you've seen the rot that afflicts our world, but that witch fooled the good father and buried the flame, after we had all made up our minds too. So please grant us one wish. Make the tales true and burn this world away. My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her." Now, what is very interesting here about this particular part of the conversation is that the implication here is that it's the witch fooling the good father and burying the flame which caused the rot to start happening in Ariandel. Now, that witch fooled the good father, which is, like, I don't want to follow a stereotype and say wizards are male, witches are female, and so on. But I think that considering this is like a FromSoft game, chances are relatively high that when they say witch, they do indeed mean a female person, a woman, when they say witch. And he says that witch, and then my lady as well. Now, the my lady that he says, that he mentions at the end, is obviously, the same one as the my lady that the Slave Knight NPC mentioned. But then my question, of course, is the witch and the my lady the same person? I think the chances of that are relatively low because generally, I think that he's calling whoever this woman is, a witch, not in the sense of she is literally a witch and uses magic, but rather she is a witch in the sense of she is like not necessarily an evil person, but someone, like a woman with bad intentions, like like a form of insult, in a way. And considering that he afterwards says, "My lady," I don't think that they are the same person. Which does still leave us with the question of who is that witch who fooled the good father, and who is that lady? And then we go on to the conversation we had with Sister Friede. "I have long stood beside our blessed father and the rest of the forlorn. I presume it's visible to thee, the bonfire here in this room." Now, first of all, she mentions the blessed father, and the father was mentioned by the Corvian elder. In both cases, the father was capitalized, so I am going to assume that the good father is kind of like the person who either is and or used to be the head of the Corvian settlement, of the forlorn settlement. Ah, yes, the head of the forlorn settlement in Ariandel. Because she says, "Our blessed father and the rest of the forlorn." The rest of the forlorn kind of implies that the father is also one of them. And the fact that she calls him our blessed father kind of makes me think that this father, whoever he is a figure in a position of authority, of leadership perhaps. So maybe he was and or still is the leader of the settlement, of the residents of the painting, of the forlorn. Which makes me think, because she says, "I have long stood beside our blessed father," but the Corvian elder said that witch fooled the good father and buried the flame. Now, I think that maybe the witch that the Corvian elder mentions is in fact Sister Friede, which means that she is not the my lady that I'm supposed to show flame to. This is supported, I think, by the fact that he also, the Corvian elder says, fooled the good father and buried the flame. Obviously, this witch, whoever she is, possibly, potentially, highly probably Sister Friede, does not want to see the flame. And this is a flame that I can show due to being an ashen one. So, we have here a very interesting situation developing, made even more interesting by the fact that she says, "I presume it visible to thee, the bonfire here in this room." She can see the bonfire, guys. She can see the bonfire. Now, I have never really thought about this in any of the Dark Souls games, or even in Bloodborne with the messenger lamps. But I dare say that only the player, aka the one on a mission, the character on a mission, is the one able to see these bonfires, or others like them. So for example, in Dark Souls 1 we had the crestfallen knight at Howling Shrine who was able to see the fire. Or at least I presume he was able to see the fire, considering that he sat around it at Howling Shrine. And he did, oh yeah, he could see it, because he mentioned the fire going out, and did he actually mention the fire going out? Or am I imagining it now? Okay, I'm going to have to rewatch that scene. But essentially when Frampt appears, you know, after the player acquires, I think it was the Lord Vessel, the bonfire at Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 1 goes out. And I think that the Crestfallen Knight remarks upon this. I think he remarks upon this. So he is able to see the bonfire, and he knows of the prophecy of the undead, and he is essentially an undead himself, because he is the one who tells us about the bells of awakening, and that there are in fact two and not one, the way that I forgot what was his name? Oscar of Astora tells us at the Undead Asylum at the very beginning. So, considering that Sister Friede is able to see the bonfire, she is aware of it, she can see it, that makes me think that she is the other Ashen one. in question. When the Slave Knight NPC says, and then the ashes were too. She is the other Ashen One, and she might very well be the Ashen One that he had previously met. You have the same scent as that woman. So that woman might well be Sister Friede that he's talking about. Which of course still leaves us with the question of who is the My Lady mentioned. More interesting, or even more interesting, so we're moving on through the many conclusions that I've come to after thinking about all of this for a couple of days. She then goes on to say, "Be forewarned, eager Ash. Should this world wither and rot, even then would Ariandel remain our home." Be forewarned, eager Ash. Okay, so also she realizes, she knows that we are an Ashen One as well. Considering that she not only mentions the bonfire, but that she calls us eager Ash. Now, what I find interesting is that she says, "Be forewarned." Why is she warning us that even if this world withers and rot, even then would Ariandel remain our home? I am a little bit confused about this particular segment of the conversation with Sister Friede, I have to admit. Because why does she say be forewarned? What is she warning us of? That no matter what happens to this world, no matter what, despite the current state of the world as it is, filled with rot, that keeps spreading, and is probably the thing that is responsible for the Corvians turning into the Corvians in the first place. Should this world wither and rot, even then would Ariandel remain our home. Now, she very definitely sees this as her home, and she wants to protect it. But her form of protection is to just let it wither and rot. I am confused by this. Not gonna lie, I am confused by this. So this is a question mark that is going to continue to exist. Now, on to the conversation I then had with Yuria. Thank you, by the way, for telling me in the comments the line that I missed, that I accidentally skipped when I went to speak with her. She says, "A sweet fragrance long faded from our own bosoms." No, wait. She says, "Thy scent seemeth most familiar." That's the line that I skipped, sorry. "Thy scent seemeth most familiar." Your scent seems familiar. For a scent to be familiar, she must have encountered it before. The fact that she says this after I spoke with Friede leads me to believe that she has met Friede before. Moreover, a sweet fragrance, long faded from our own bosoms. Long faded from our own bosoms. Now, I'm going out on a bit of a limb here, but I'm going to assume that she doesn't mean faded from our own bosoms in the sense that we ourselves no longer have such a smell emanating from our bosoms, but rather that bosom here is actually meant meant in the sense of heart, one that has long since faded from our own hearts. Now, first of all, she says our own bosoms, not my own bosom, but our own bosoms. So more than one person knows Sister Friede. But it has been some time since they have met Sister Friede because, long faded from our own bosoms. And I'm not entirely certain whether it was a friendly parting or not, to be honest, because she then goes on to say, "Take heed, kindness can wear upon one's principles." Now, why would she go ahead and say that after we meet Sister Friede? Why would she warn us about being too kind? Kindness can wear upon one's principles. What principles does she mean here? Is it principles in the sense of a goal that is being pursued, but then due to kindness being shown to something or someone or a whole group of someones, the pursuit of the goal is stopped? Or does she mean principles in the sense of I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I keep, like, when I hear principles within the context of a Dark Souls game, I just keep thinking about knights and their principles. Now, we know about chivalry and all of that. We know about chivalry and all of that, and that knights were not always as chivalrous as portrayed, be it in media like films or in books or in stories. Like, reality is somewhat different. But when she said principles, that's what, like, the first thing that came to mind. Now, what are these principles that kindness can wear upon one's principles? What kind of principles are these that kindness would wear upon them, would be a bad thing for them? That actually leads me to believe that it's not like chivalric principles that are being mentioned here, but rather some other kind of principle, and that principle is not necessarily a positive one. Because kindness is not necessarily something, like, it's not something that I would consider a bad thing, you know? I wouldn't consider principles to be something that is a bad thing. But clearly, Yuria thinks that kindness in this situation was, or is, or has been a mistake. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, I'm sorry. I just moved and accidentally... Wait, let me leave this on my desk so I don't touch it anymore. Now, kindness can wear upon one's principles. And again, interestingly enough, she mentions this after we have visited the Painted World of Ariandel and spoken with Sister Friede. Which makes me think that Sister Friede was pursuing some kind of goal and had very strong feelings about it, was very goal-oriented, very determined to pursue whatever that goal is, had very firm principles regarding it. And then something happened that resulted in her showing kindness to something or someone or a group of people. And that kind of made her veer away from whatever goal she was pursuing. This goal was probably in alignment with whatever goal Yuria has, which means maybe Sister Friede was working towards the usurpation of the flame. And bringing about an age of dark, an age of humanity, or whatever that was. And then something happened and then she stopped pursuing that. Probably leading to a not friendly parting a long time ago. And I'm starting to think that whatever kindness that she showed, that kindness was actually shown towards the forlorn. And it is maybe out of kindness, a misguided kindness perhaps, that Sister Friede is keeping the flame away from the Painted World of Ariandel and is just letting it wither and rot. Better it wither and rot than be consumed by flame. Now, the fact that she is an Ashen One is also interesting, or is probably an Ashen One, is also interesting, because in order to be an Ashen One, because the Ashen One is essentially a failed candidate, more or less, for linking the flame. Not worthy enough to link the flame, that's what the Ashen One is. And since the lords, abandoned their thrones, now they have to resort to previous Ashen Ones and summon them, so that they can bring the lords back to their thrones. That's what an Ashen One is. So, at some point, Sister Friede, rather than managing to usurp the flame, or maybe, I'm still not entirely certain how this works, to be honest, with the Ashen One. Like, is the Ashen One, like, the person chosen to be sacrificed, for lack of a better word, or actually, for exactly the perfect word for this, the one chosen to be sacrificed to the flame, how are they chosen? Are they chosen? Is it something that they volunteer for? Is it something that they have no choice in? Is it something similar to how it is in Dark Souls 2, when the curse of the undead, the sign of the undead, appears on, a person's back and they start to gradually become hollow? What was it called? The dark sign, I think. Yeah? Like, I got the feeling in Dark Souls 1 that it's not exactly a choice to become an undead. It's just something that happens outside of the person's control. It's not something that they volunteer for. And in Dark Souls 2, in the introductory cinematic trailer, whatever you want to call it, we kind of got the same impression. It's not something that one volunteers for. So I think that maybe Sister Friede possibly had the dark sign appear on her, which doomed her to being sent to link the flame. But obviously, since she became an Ashen One, that means that she didn't succeed in linking the flame. And now she wants to protect others from burning as well, from the flame brought. From the flame, and that's why she's protecting the Painted World of Ariandel from the flame and just letting it wither and rot. In her mind, better to wither and rot away than to be consumed by fire. And maybe this is a kind of misguided kindness, but that misguided kindness has brought her away from the path of usurping the flame, the same way that, Uriel wants to usurp the flame. So yeah, these are the thoughts, my thoughts on Sister Friede and the Painted World of Ariandel, and her role in all of this and what the lore here could be. I don't know how right I am or how off I am in my thoughts. I would be curious to find out what you guys think about all of it. And if I am kind of on the right path with the conclusions that I've come to, that I've reached. Right, I ended up talking for a lot longer than I thought I would. I'm so sorry. But lore hunting genuinely is one of my favorite aspects and favorite parts of these games. Right, let's just return to the game. Now, you may have noticed that I have a decent amount of souls on me right now, as opposed to the souls that I ended the last episode with, which was close to none, because I had run out of arrows and I decided to invest them in replenishing my supply of arrows. Now, as I said I would do at the end of the previous episode, I have done some farming between episodes. I went to Archdragon Peak, and I essentially just went to the bonfire next to where the boss arena for the Nameless King was. And I just ended up farming that one serpent summoner over and over again. With the... Oh, I just noticed I haven't switched out my rings again. So I had the covetous silver serpent ring on me, so that I would gain more souls. And I also have the covetous gold serpent ring on me, because I figured it might be interesting to actually find out more about all of these serpent warriors and serpent summoners and everything. And the only way to find out more about them would be to have them drop an item, be it a weapon or a clothing article of some sort. Now, unfortunately, I didn't end up getting any clothing articles whatsoever. Let me return my Estus ring here, and let me return my life ring here. Give me a moment. Now, they didn't end up, the serpent summoner didn't end up dropping any clothing items, but they did drop a weapon called the Mendicant's Staff. And I actually acquired several of those because it's such a short and easy run. I mean, sit at the bonfire, get up, run to the serpent summoner, strike twice, wait to see if an item is there, run back, sit down, rinse, repeat over and over and over again. After, I think, maybe the 5th run, I kind of just went a bit on autopilot and just started thinking about the lore. I started thinking about the lore and essentially everything that I spoke about just now, regarding Sister Friede and the Painted World of Ariandel, and, I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and when I looked again at the number of souls that I had acquired, I realized I had kind of over-farmed a little bit, guys. I think I was there for at least half an hour, or even, more than half an hour, probably. I didn't keep track of time, probably maybe about an hour, I don't know, but I had acquired about 260,000 souls. So, needless to say, my arrow supply is looking very nice right now. I have a good 299. I have 299 arrows of each type. 299 arrows of each type, except for the wooden arrows, which I haven't used since, I don't know, like mid-game or something like that. And then I was left after that with like still a lot of souls, so I decided to go and where are we? So I decided to go and upgrade my pyromancy, gauntlet, flame, whatever it is. Okay, so I upgraded it to +8. I think it was at +3 or 4 previously. I went up to +8, and I still had a lot of souls after that, and so I then went to our good friend Orbeck because while I was thinking what to do with all of these souls, I remembered that Yuria at like an earlier point of the game, I think it was still prior to when we did the, what was it, Rite of Avowal, she said go and kill Orbeck, he is a danger. Which, when I remembered that, I then remembered an NPC from Dark Souls 2 called Navlan, whose questline essentially consists of missions to assassinate certain NPCs. However, you don't actually have to kill those NPCs because you can fulfill their quest by, for example, buying every item in their shop or buying a specific item in their shop. Just not killing them. Like, killing them is not necessary in order to have proof that you have killed them. And so I thought to myself, well, what if it's something similar here? Dark Souls 3 could have absolutely taken that from Dark Souls 2 and implemented it with Orbeck. So I went ahead and I bought every single sorcery he has.
Back again, I see.
In his
Perfect
inventory.
timing, too. I'm in need of a diversion.
Except for one last one, because I wanted you guys to be here when I get it, in case something interesting happens. I don't know. But yeah, I figured we might as well do it together. So let's go ahead and buy this. His dialogue has not changed at all from what we last heard. Right. And with this, we have bought everything that he has on sale. Do you have any new dialogue?
You are no ordinary woman.
Oh, thank you.
All these sorceries, and you've mastered every one.
I mean, mastered is a bit
If this were the dragon school,
of an exaggeration.
you'd be, well, overtly despised and vanished from the place.
Oh, I see.
Well, I suppose
Academic
it's time
competition,
I
I
packed
guess.
my bags. I would hate to see our agreement end sourly.
Why would you
Better
leave?
left, tucked away, as a pleasant memory.
I mean, certainly. Okay, so it's nice to actually receive a compliment from him instead of the scorn of, oh, you're not paying attention, you're not, like, I'm not going to teach you. That was nice of him to say you're no ordinary woman. He did sound quite admiring. But I guess he's used to academic competition. I say academic competition because you do need, like, high intelligence for sorceries. What is he afraid that I'm going to kick him out or something? I'm not going to kick you out, friend Orbeck.
You are no ordinary woman. All these sorceries, and you've mastered every
I
one.
haven't. I really
If
haven't.
this were the dragon school, you'd be, well, overtly despised and, well, I suppose it's time I packed my bags.
No. You just leave?
I would hate to see our agreement end sourly.
Oh.
Better left, tucked away,
Well, now I'm sad.
as a pleasant memory.
We may not have necessarily started off on the right foot, and he didn't really warm up to me until after I had given him a lot of scrolls, but I did actually kind of like him as an NPC. Oh, well, I hope your journey is a good one, my friend.
Promise to stay safe.
I promise.
It's been nice running our own little school.
It has been. I've learned nothing, but it has been.
Oh, what is it? Forgot something?
No. No, okay.
Promise to stay safe.
I promise.
It's been nice running our own little school.
Oh, well, okay. Right, so the question now is, what do I do with the remaining souls, guys? Because there's still many of them. What do I need to upgrade my shield? I know I haven't fully upgraded my shield.
Just good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
Oh yeah, and I upgraded Lucatiel's greatsword, the Hollow Slayer greatsword, to near max level as well. And I still had many souls left afterwards. I don't know, like... I have... Okay, so I could go with Lucatiel's greatsword and get that to +10, and have that as my... +5, sorry. And have that as my secondary weapon. If I ever need it. I could also upgrade my bow to +10. Would give me an extra... let's see. 8 plus 4, 12. Would it be worth it? I'm not sure. What about my shield? Oh, I think I'm going to get my shield up to +5. Okay, great. I still have a lot of...
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see.
I don't know. What should I do? Should I get a sorcery? A dark sorcery or something? I don't know why I would. Then again, I haven't gotten anything from... Oh, I could get rapport! I don't have the intelligence for it, but I could get rapport. Rapport could be very useful someday in an area with a lot of enemies.
Ah, hello again. Thank goodness. Yes. Yes. You require my sorceries, I presume?
Indeed. 7,000. Well, that's okay. I'm 2 levels shy of being able to meet the requirements for it, but I guess it's nice to actually have something on hand. Anything you need to say?
There is one thing that you should know.
No.
There is a
No, okay.
Fifth. Don't stir up it. You're my apprentice. Don't
Oh.
forget.
Don't stir up any trouble, you're my apprentice. That was actually new. I'm sorry I skipped half of that. Well, okay, I can go back to... Well, I can go in with 4,000. Right, so last time I'm sorry. This is taking a while. I'm going to restart the recording before we actually head back to the Painted World of Ariandel. But there were several items that I picked up last episode that whose item description I did not read. Starting with the Chillbite ring. Now, considering that Sister Frida gave us the Chillbite ring, there might be something mentioned about her in the description. A bit unlikely, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. Okay. One of the bite rings native to Karim increases frost resistance. The ring would never grace Frida's hand, for the painting and its frost became her home. Interesting. This ring would never grace Frida's hand, for the painting and its frost became her home. So she didn't need the Chillbite ring. She didn't need the frost resistance. Because she got used to it? The painting and its frost became her home. Yeah. Okay, interesting. And then the Mendicant's staff, which I have, I acquired 6 or so of them, eventually. A staff with a small bowl attached to the tip, similar to a mendicant's crook. Absorb additional souls from fallen foes. Oh, interesting. The staff's history is unclear. It may be a relic of an ancient serpent's greed, or a ritual artifact used to summon souls. That does look a little bit as if there's a serpent wrapped around the main part of the staff. The staff's history is unclear. It may be a relic of an ancient serpent's greed. An ancient serpent's greed? Ancient serpent's greed? The only ancient serpent I can think of is, like, Frampt, who I have actually forgotten what kind of serpent he is, but he is a serpent. And I know that in Dark Souls 1 there is another serpent that the player can actually interact with, whose name I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce, because I've never heard it pronounced. Kathy? I'm not certain how to pronounce the name. But they're the only two serpents that I can think of. A relic of an ancient serpent's greed. Or a ritual artifact used to summon souls. I do find it interesting that the covetous serpent the covetous serpent rings are covetous serpent rings. Well, now I'm curious about the description of the rings. A silver ring depicting a snake that could have been but never was a dragon. Fallen foes yield more souls. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. If one's shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it is time for some old-fashioned greed. Interesting. Okay, what about the gold serpent ring? If I can find it. Ah, here. No, okay. Not what I meant to do. Right, so that was one item. The other one was crow talons. I picked up crow quills last time, and then I saw I picked up another crow item, and I figured it was the same crow quills. But when I was editing the episode, I noticed that it was actually crow talons. And I haven't looked at the item description there either. Yet. Crow talons. Crow quills? Crow. Where are these crow talons, dang it? Crow. Where are you? Crow talons. Oh, at the very end. Talons used by Corvian knights. Inflicts 5 perpendicular slashes, causing heavy bleeding. Okay, yeah, this is actually what the enemy that I faced, and who nearly killed me used, actually. In their infatuation with Sister Frida, the Corvian knights swore to protect the painting from fire and to this end. Right, so it's the same description then. Interesting. Okay. Right. With that done, I have been told to once again go to where that one hollow is looking outside of the, is looking at the landscape, right outside the Firelink Shrine. I'm going to try and aggro it to see what the animation is, but I've been told that I'm going to find a new item there now. Possibly. Maybe. I went in the wrong direction. Dang it! Wait, where am I? Ah! That is my exit. So let's go quickly and just go ahead and do that. Come on. Let me through. Let me through. Please? Aha! I have also been advised to just take care of any hollows that are around first, before I try to aggro that fellow. I don't remember where they were, though. Ah. Now let me just go back to my standard arrows here, and large arrows there, I guess. I'm too lazy to fight them. Right. Where is the one? Okay. Right. And run away. No, I don't think I did it right. Oh, he's just looking. He's looking. Is that the animation I was supposed to see? He's looking for me. He lost track of me. You cannot see me? Really? You're blind, it would seem. Wait! What's this? Sunless talisman? Was this corpse previously here? I don't think so. A sunless talisman. Talisman given to the knights of the sunless realms who serve the nameless moon. Oh, you mean like Cirrus? Scales with intelligence, which is rare for a miracle catalyst, but makes it compatible with dark. In the sunless realms, this fact is related first as an initial warning. Why did I... Aw, shoot. Where did I... This is not where I actually found the mirror shield, was it? Where did I find the mirror shield? This is not where I found the mirror shield, was it? Dang it! I hate dogs. Was it here? No, it wasn't here. Is this the item I was supposed to pick up? Is this the item I was supposed to pick up or not? Oh. Okay, I trust you guys to tell me, please. Have I once again missed something? I think I have. Oh, shoot. Wait, let me restart the recording. As good a moment as any to do that. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okie dokie, restarted the recording. And we're just going to... Wait, let me unequip this. Right. I've restarted the recording and I am now going to return to the Painted World of Ariandel. At long last. Now last time, I'm sorry guys that I ended up taking such a cautious approach to exploring. But now that I actually know what to expect, I think I'm going to be able to get through everything a lot faster. Painted World, and we want... I mean, let's try this approach. Let's try this approach. I want to see about the giant wolf. I've been told I should face the giant wolf, guys. I've been told I should face it, so we're going to go ahead and face it. Okay, so that wolf taken care of. We're not going to go down... Wait, is the giant wolf still there? Yeah, it's still there. Very majestic looking. Giant wolf. Any other wolves to be found here? Any at all? Not having to, like, I don't want to deal with minion wolves whilst I'm fighting the giant one. Actually, wasn't there a wolf somewhere here? One that ended up floating? Oh, I can't see anything. I think the area is wolf free now, guys. Ay. No, let me just make sure again. I'm nervous. Like, if we don't manage to do this the first time around, guys, with the giant wolf, I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, I'm so afraid of ledges. All wolves taken care of? Yeah? You're sure? Okay. Hi. Wolfie? Be nice? Okay. Stay calm. Was that it? Large Titanite shard? Times 3? I didn't even keep track, but that was a very cool move, I have to admit. I'm not sure I defeated it, actually. My heart! Oh my goodness. What am I going to do about that really, really aggressive Viking, though? Is my question now. What inflicts more damage? This. Ah, there was a wolfie actually, after all. Over there. Dude. More wolves? No, I don't think so. Okay. Let's continue. Is this wolf... Like, did I defeat the wolf though? Because I don't think that it was, like, fully... I don't know how to put it. I don't feel that the health bar went fully down. I think it just disappeared. Look, my souls. Okay, let's retreat here for a moment. We got our souls. That's nice. Now what? I'm kind of terrified of that Viking, not gonna lie, guys. Did I piss him off? Can I lure him here? Please? Otherwise, I am going to use the arrow approach, guys. I probably shouldn't, but I will. You know what? Let's go with some magic damage. Me debating my arrows, and in the meantime he's approaching. I hate ledges. I think I see a way, guys. No, no, no. There we go! I maybe cheesed it a little bit, but... You know what? Valid strategy. It took me about 10 minutes, but valid strategy. I don't know if it took me about 10 minutes. It took many, many minutes. This feels ridiculously open, I have to say, as an area. I see an item over there. Ah. Wait a minute. I see an archer over there. Or potentially an archer. My arrows don't even reach, okay. This is too open! Oh, and they have wolves! Oh no! I saw that warrior. Oh! Do you eternally aggro? Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh! No. Oh! Ugh. Another Titanite shard. You know what? I didn't expect the aggro to last this long. How am I doing time-wise? Okay. Okay, let's go with the previous approach. So these dogs are like companions to these guys. I see. We're going to wait for that patrol. Let's not roll off. No, no, no. No, no, no. Where did your master go? Oh, I'm so sorry, Wolfie. Where did your master go, though? Oh, I see. I'm not going any closer. You're going to have to come to me. Patience is the name of the game here. See, I'm wary of that archer. I'm super wary of that one archer. Really? Really? Oh man. Come on. Oh, come on. Where did you go, you blasted soldier? Hello? How am I supposed to deal with this guy? Very well. What kind of arrows do I have? Feather arrows. Can you stagger and fall down or something? I might just be wasting arrows. I don't trust. Cool. Oh! There's a second archer I didn't know about. Oh! Dang it! Totally aggroed them. Wait, let's think about this. Dang it. I'll take care of you first then. What the heck? Heck! Is it the majestic giant wolf? I don't like this area, guys. I think I'll have to return to the village later. Oh! And there is unfortunately no way to actually make this into a shortcut, is there? Dang it! Well, I'm making no progress here, am I? I'm at 5 flasks. Is it worth it, guys? Is it worth it? I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm fairly certain that wait, I saw wolf there. a whole pack of wolves, isn't it? No matter. Come on. Could you show up? Oh. Moss fruit. You dropped moss fruit. Seriously? Okay, so we definitely took care of the wolves at least. Really? Curses. Dang it, the range of these arrows is enormous. Sorry guys, I absolutely failed to notice that the recording limit was nearing because I was so focused on those dang arrows. I have spent at this point 2 hours here. 2 hours. Like not here, but... The temptation to do something moderately reckless is not insignificant. Gosh, I'm so terrified of these guys. You know what? Apparently you're not going to aggro until I I get within range of you. What am I supposed to do here? Yes? Follow me! Come on. There we go. So these I can lure out and the others I cannot. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, we're getting through it. One at a time, guys. One at a time. Damn fire trees. Let's go with the fire arrows again. running low on flasks, guys. No, that one is frozen. Oof. What about this direction? Anything here? Two wolves. Not quite what I intended, I have to say. Okay. Didn't see if there were any items, okay. We're doing the circle, guys. Again. This is how we're doing this area, in circles. We're doing this area in circles. I am running out of bloody Estus flasks. Oh! I'm running out of bloody Estus flasks. Can you hit me? No, but I might be able to hit you. Nah. And here we go again. Really? So many arrows. Heck, my weapon is at risk. Really? Thank goodness I have a secondary bow. Any moment now. Any moment now. Any moment now he's going to go down. Come on. Yes. Gorgeous. Now there was a second wolf. And let's aggro the wolfie. And the third one. Millwood Great Bow, Millwood Great Arrow. Titanite Shard. Heavy Gem. Okay, Millwood Great Bow and Arrows. We're switching to the Black Bow of Faris as a secondary weapon. Maybe I should actually upgrade that one. Right, so let's read the description for the Millwood Great Bow. Great bow crafted with black oak and wielded by Millwood Knights. So these are Millwood Knights. Only specialized great arrows can be fired from the bow. It is said that the Millwood Knights used these to face their sworn enemy, the Abyss Dragon. The Abyss Dragon? What's an Abyss Dragon, I wonder? Fire a great arrow with a burst of strength and a prayer that violently shakes its target and explodes on impact. Okay, interesting. Heavy sturdy great arrows made of black oak that deal heavy damage but have limited range, can only be fired using a great bow. It is said that the Millwood Knights use these. Okay, so these are Millwood Knights. I have a name to put to these guys now. Okay. Anything here? Because I'm not doing this a third time. Oh wait, did you have an item? You did! Moss fruit. I'm sorry, it blended in with the fur and I didn't see it. Okay. We took care of everything on the left. Far as I could tell, anyway. Okay, so I ran up here, the wolfie got mad, and I don't know, summoned a storm or something. No, that's the path that I ran up to, isn't it? Huh. Item ahead. Oh no, I heard a wolf. From where? Ooh! Is that the place with the bridge? Yeah, it is. Oh no, that doesn't go anywhere. I'm not risking it. I'm not fighting you in there. Oh. No! Bloody hell! My heart! This better be worth it. No. No way. I'm too scared for this. I'm going to go ahead and use some more poison arrows, I guess. Or no, we're going to use the large arrows. Wait, where is he? Where did he go? Hi? Ah, screw it. Wait, is there an item for me to pick up there somewhere? Here? No. Guys, this area is horrible. I hate it. Does this just lead to here? Yeah, it does. Guys, I'm done with this area. I don't want to go to the top of the tower. If there is an item worth getting at the top of the tower, I'm gonna get it in a different playthrough. I'm just done with this area. I have no health left. I mean, I have health left, but I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and go to the Shrine Bonfire, go to Firelink Shrine, maybe level up, I don't know. Yeah, maybe level up a little bit, and then I'm going to go back and try to fight that, I don't know, summoned NPC character, I guess, in the Corvian settlement. I don't know, this is such a tedious area. I'm tired.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
I'm so tired from this.
Speak thine heart's desire.
Level up, please.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
I have just enough to level up, and we're going with Vigor, guys. I don't care about intelligence right now, we're going with Vigor. Although maybe I should do intelligence so I can use rapport to make my life a little bit easier in enemy-heavy areas. Ah, choices, choices. Cancel the level up, yes.
Very well. Then take
I don't know. Should I actually do intelligence so I can use rapport? Should I do intelligence to use rapport is the question. Because guys, I'm tired. And rapport could probably... Like, I could definitely use rapport in the Corvian settlement. It's just so enemy dense. Like, these are very enemy dense areas in the DLC. In a bad way. In a bad way. And we're going with rapport because there are those two Corvian knights in that one room, and if I use rapport on them, I can make my life significantly easier. Okay, we confirm here, and you know what? I'm going to make an exception. Anything new to say? No.
Farewell, mayst thou thy peace
discover as well. You know what? I'm actually going to put all of those many souls I have collected to good use. Because I have a ton of souls. Right. Let's go with all three. Nah, let's not go with all three. How many do I still need? Like, yeah, that should be enough.
Ashen One.
Okay, and we're going to get our second level for intelligence.
Welcome home, Ashen. Speak then. Very well. Then take
so I can use rapport and make my life a little bit easier. I wouldn't usually do this, but you know what? Screw it. Anything new to say?
Ashen One, if thine heart kill me.
No.
I will visit as farewell,
mayst thou thy peace discover as well. By the way, now that I have 15 intelligence... Wait, has Orbeck moved on? Oh, Orbeck has moved on. He is left. Oh well. Now then, how do I do this? I'm probably not going to need this. Wait, what do I need in order to cast rapport? Wait, how did I equip a spell? I've forgotten. Not what I meant to do! How do I equip a spell? I have forgotten how to equip a spell. Curses. Oh wait, what do I need for rapport anyway? charm the enemy, making them a temperament. Advanced pyromancy. Oh wait, it's a pyromancy. A daughter of the witch. I forgot it's a pyromancy. But how do I switch what I have equipped? No. Dang it. How did I... help? Explanation? Not what I meant. How do I equip a spell? Oh my goodness, how do I do that? Do I go to Cornix in order to change what I have equipped? Hi. Help! 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 No, I can just learn or purchase an item. No. No.
Do not be gone.
Okay, well, using rapport is going to have to stay for next episode, I guess. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Should I even try? I have been playing for 2.5 hours. I've done one area. Provided that there wasn't anything else for me to find over there, which I don't think there was. A tune spell! I want this. Aha! Wait, do I have anything else that could be used for just one slot? I mean, we can always use the... yeah, let's go with this. Okay, we're going back and we're going to see if we can use rapport. And I want to travel to the Corvian settlement, please. I wonder actually if the Corvian elder now has new dialogue after we've spoken to Sister Frida. I'm curious now. Right. No, okay, you're not going to attack me. Fine. Hello, Corvian Elder, or at least you whom I've decided to call Corvian Elder.
Oh, please.
New dialogue?
It must be you.
No, not new.
I am so terribly frightened like this.
No. Okay, nothing new then. Got it. Now then, what we want to do is use one of the shortcuts. I don't remember which one. Ah, this one. Oi! I haven't equipped the right arrows, have I? Large arrows and fire arrows. With feather arrows. Oh, a backstab! Haven't done that in a while. And then we want to climb. Who? Oh, you. Well, can't be helped. Dung pie. Right, so where did I want to go again, actually? Oh yeah, I still have no idea how to get to that item. I think it was up here. Someone died. Oh, there's a... Oh, that's where you're lurking. No. Not what I meant to do. Dang it. Well, so much for making use of rapport. I have no FP. Wait. I have a way to get more FP. This was fully restores FP. Hidden blade, I might as well use it. Use. So my issue is, if I were to drop down, where am I? Ah, here. Okay. Good. Not quite the way that I thought it would go, but okay. Wait, is that actually a place that I can just come from somehow? Feels like it should be. No, it's not. Okay, let's go and fight that NPC, if possible. Huh. Here. Oh my god, not what I meant to do. I'm sorry. aren't you? Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh. It's working. Who won? I don't know who won. I can take care of this one with arrows now. Oh. Wait, what? Wait. There's no one there? Are you sure? Anyone else in the rafters? I think we're in the clear. Way of White Corona. Large Titanite shard, okay. Anything else? No. Way of White Corona. That is interesting. I wasn't expecting to find a Way of White spell here. Way of White, Way of White, Way of White. What am I? Okay, I still have time. Way of White, Way of White Corona. A lost Way of White miracle launches a white discus which slices into foes and returns to its conjurer. Long ago, when the imprints left by the gods were still deep, miracles of the Way of White existed alongside aureoles. Those who yearned for the long-lost aureoles fully believed that they would return one day. Interesting. Okay, so you know what? Investing 2 levels into intelligence to get to 15. To be able to use rapport. Worth it. Totally, totally, totally worth it. Now then, we had a rafter thing here. Oh my god. Here. Soul of a Crestfallen Knight, okay, and... Okay, good. Now I know that behind this building there was also something else. And I'm not going to go on the ground to see what it is. Genuinely can't tell what that is in the well over there. Oh god. There was a warning. They rose up out of the well and everything. Is it just the 3 enemies? Yeah, I think it's just the 3 enemies. Did anyone follow me? No. Okay, you know what? Let me just restart the recording, guys. Let me just restart the recording. Yeah, give me a moment. Okie dokie, restarted the recording. Let's just go ahead and fight those guys. Wait, where was my ladder? Ah, over there. I got jump scared. I'll be the first to admit I got jump scared. Totally got jump scared. Visions of Playdead. Ah, yes. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not even going to try and get that one. I'm not. Okay, let's be at full health. We have an NPC to fight. I didn't see that one previously. Dang it. How supremely annoying. Okay, now we heal and we fight this NPC enemy.
Time. Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach. For the
Sir
agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
Wilhelm. Oh. Ooh, you tried to kick me. Hello. Actually, wonder. Run. Sir Wilhelm, are you coming? Yes. Run, you fool. Faster. Faster. Ah, yes. Dang it. Like, my intention was to lure him here for... Do you not want to? Go, 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 go! Where is that? I see how this is going to go. Badly. Poorly for me. Very poorly for me. Ah, dang it. My lady!
I swore an oath.
Contraption key on
I
its
have
blade.
failed you. Lady Elfrida.
Lady Elfrida. Elfrida. Interesting. And the contraption key. We're going to go inside. Presumably that's safe enough. Let's go here. And we're going to read this. I cheesed him a little bit, I think. I tried to lure him out to the edge of his aggro range. He was doing too many rolls. He was very adept at, like, dodge rolling. What was it? Contraption key and an onyx blade. Contraption key. Key to the contraption accessing the library attic. The key to the contraption leading to the attic of the archive found on the edge of the Corvian settlement. So this is an archive. Makes sense with all of those books around. After Sir Wilhelm led a white-haired woman to the attic of the library, he kept this key as if it were his life. A white-haired woman. This might be the My Lady that the Corvian Elder and the Slave Knight NPC were talking about. Because it's not the My Lady that Sir Wilhelm was talking about. That one was, like Sister Frida. Elfrida. Lady Elfrida. Okay. And it was the onyx blade, right? Onyx, onyx, onyx. Onyx blade. Elfrida, the eldest among her sisters and leader of the Sable Church, bestowed the sword to her knight. Aha! Okay. Confirmation that Yuria and Elfrida, Sister Frida, do know each other. Because I know that Yuria is connected to the Sable Church, and Elfrida was the leader of the Sable Church. She was the eldest of her sisters, and as such, the leader of the Sable Church. Only the sword was a farewell gift, and acceptance signified the knight's resignation from Elfrida's service. What? Bestowed the sword to her knight. Okay, so he was sworn to her. Only the sword was a farewell gift, and acceptance signified the knight's resignation from Elfrida's service. Interesting. Very interesting. Elfrida's black flame, enwreathed blade with black flame, born of the similarly hued flame that smolders within her. Ooh, black flame. Interesting. Okay. We have... I'm going to assume this is a strength weapon. Oh, it's technically speaking a strength... Oh, but it also requires... No, it's actually more of a faith and arcane weapon. Okay, interesting. Right, well, we have a contraption to find. Yeah, fighting in the library would not have been a good idea. That was not me, was it? I hear breathing. I hear breathing and it's unsettling me. Oh, I see the lever. I hear unsettling breathing. Oh, that's not what I expected. Who is breathing like this? Contraption does not move. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Hi. Oh. Well, okay, who are you? Hi, hello. This is the white-haired lady?
I believe. I feel the scent of ash upon thee.
You do?
Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke.
Uncle Gale?
The
Who's
one
Uncle
to
Gale?
show me flame.
The one to show me flame. She is the my lady that both the Corvian elder and the slave knight NPC spoke of. Who is Uncle Gale, though? Is he the slave knight NPC? Do we finally have a name for him? Hi?
'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee.
When what is done, you may return to where? From where to where?
'Tis good. I'll head off to paint.
Oh!
I promised Uncle Gale I would.
Oh! Okay, so I'm very curious who this Uncle Gale is. And she said I'm off to paint. Is she the painter whose atelier is like the room that we found at the end of the previous episode? In Sister Frida's church, cathedral thing.
'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee.
Okay, well, you're welcome. Bonfire! Oh my goodness, and I can open it. I don't know why I would need this. Oh yeah, I see why I would need this. Oh my goodness. Let's rest at this bonfire. What is this? The Snowy Mountain Pass. Oh, this is a whole new area, isn't it? Wait, I already see something up there. A Farron follower, I believe. Should we sneak peek, or I have been playing for over 3 hours at this point? Oh. Oh. Who? When did you come down there? I said I would not do this. Just a sneak peek. Okay, so I can see that this is going to be an enemy heavy area. Snowy Mountain Pass. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Not sure what I was expecting. Not this. Oh, sorry. I saw the frame drops here just now. I saw the frame drops here just now. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, so we saw this is going to be an enemy heavy area. The Snowy Mountain Pass. Okay, wait. Why did I do that? I want to actually go back to Howling Shrine. Ariandel Chapel is where Sister Frida is. Okay, we're going back to Howling Shrine, guys. I'm calling it today. I've been playing for well over 3 hours at this point. And I am tired. So yeah, going back to Howling Shrine, guys. Okay. Right, what do I do with all of these souls? What am I going to do with all of these souls? I don't want to carry around souls when I go into the Snowy Mountain Pass. Because I'm not returning for Sister Frida until I've done everything else in the DLC. So Ariandel Chapel is going to wait until a lot, like, later. Much, much later. What am I going to do? Like, I'm going to cheat a little bit, I guess, and just sell some souls. And add a level
How many?
to vigor. I'm going to just add a level to vigor. Wait, this is to purchase, I want to sell. Large soul of Crestfallen Knight. Okay, so we won 3? 3. 3 will do.
Ashen 1.
Okie dokie. And now let's just
Welcome
level up.
home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
'Tis to level
Very
up, my
well.
dear.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls. Let these souls...
And we are going with vigor. And I'm guessing that we're nearing the soft and or hard cap for vigor. Okay. Let's go ahead and confirm. Nice. Anything new to say?
Ashen One, if thine heart kill
No.
me, I will return as it is always.
Nope.
Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace discover.
Mayest thou thy peace discover as well, my dear. Right, so, as I said, I've been playing for well over 3 hours, but overall I feel I have made some progress. I feel that the areas that I discovered last episode, I have managed to actually fully explore. And I discovered the next area, which is the Snowy Mountain Pass. So, yeah, you know what? I feel I have made progress, so yeah. Calling it a day here, guys. Calling it a day. So, today didn't quite go according to plan, but considering that by the end I was able to actually achieve everything that I set out to do at the beginning of the episode, I can't exactly say that I'm unhappy with how today went. I mean, admittedly, I feel that I spent way too much time in the Wolfpack area, and in particular in the ruin area beyond it, where all of those, what was it? Millwood Knights were stationed. They hit hard, are very tough enemies, and on top of it all, they are incredibly difficult to actually lure out to a slightly safer area to fight them in. Needless to say, by the time that I finished with that area, I was just done with it. I was just so done with it. If I can avoid returning to that area, I fully plan on doing so. So hopefully there wasn't some very important and or cool or very nice item at the top of the tower, because yeah, like at that point I had literally no Estus flasks left, and you know, like after spending over 2 hours there, I just wanted a change of scenery. I just wanted a change of scenery. So I'm very glad that despite spending the vast majority of today in that area, I was able to eventually return to the Corvian settlement, and thanks to using Rapport, which may potentially become my new favorite pyromancy, I was able to arrange a one-on-one with the NPC in that, what was it? Archive, Sir Wilhelm. And thanks to defeating Sir Wilhelm, who was a sworn knight of Sister Frida, Lady Elfrida as he called her, I met the, well, probably, I still need confirmation, but I met the person who is probably my lady mentioned by both the Corvian Elder and the Slave Knight NPC, who may or may not be the Uncle Gale she kept mentioning. I don't know. And secondly, she may or may not be the painter whose atelier we visited at the end of the previous episode. To top it all off, there was a bonfire right outside of her room, and beyond it, a whole new area. So, yeah, overall, I feel I've actually made a good amount of progress today. Could have maybe gone a little bit faster if I'd been a little more, I don't know, if I'd been a little bit braver, if I'd taken a little bit more initiative. when trying to fight those Millwood Knights, Millwood Warriors or whatever. But I think that I have managed to actually explore the entirety of the Wolfpack / Millwood Knight, ruin area and the Corvian settlement areas. So I am quite curious now as to what awaits me when I start trying to cross the snowy mountain pass. This DLC is quite a bit more extensive, like area-wise, than I thought it would be, to be honest, but I'm not complaining. And I am just more excited to see what else is in store for me. So look forward to me venturing into the snowy mountain pass in the next episode. And if you guys enjoyed watching this one, leave a like, subscribe, check out the links below, and see you guys next time.